And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. They've got Duncan, and it's Lee in at the 1.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
Now here's Freak, covered by Lee. And it's Freak missing.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Duncan with it. Now defended by Sanders. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's Kansas. Lee, that's good.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Freak. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Well, one thing about Kansas is that they love their basketball. The Jayhawks have long been synonymous with being a powerhouse college program.
One of the true blue bloods, if you will, in college basketball. I mean, they've been relevant and in contention for a very long time. They were winning titles before any official organization was put in place.
And that one's good. Duncan's got his first basket of the night. So it's Louisville now. 4-point game.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Freak with it. He's against Lee. Lee with the steal. Here's Oubre. Finished off the break.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And it's a completely new team's changing it up here. 1:41 left to play in the first half.
And you said it. I mean, the Jayhawks have won for a really long time. 3 college titles for them. The first one coming in 1952, the others in 88 and 2008.
Freak, he's in at the point. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 down low. And for Kansas, we've got Oubre, and it's Terry in at the power forward position.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat. It's, guys, so often big state schools like Kansas care more about football than basketball, but not the case with the Jayhawks. I mean, the basketball program has been a source of pride for a long time, and when you have success like they've had, it's really easy to be proud.
And for Louisville, Freak, he's in at point guard. Harrell is out there with White. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the center, locking down the middle.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark with the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Cardinals making a change here. Price is checked in. Boss. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan, and it's Oubre in at the 3.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Lee outside. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. A shot by Duncan. Nobody around. It's rebounded by Louisville.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Freak with it, working on Lee. Offensive rebound. Harrell. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play change. The Cardinals making a change here as well. Freak's checked in for Sanders. Got a piece of it. Lee with the ball. 5 points in the game. Down low and stolen by Thomas. Now here's Freak, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oubre dishes to Frazier. Lee kicks to Oubre. Baseline J on the way, and it's White with the rebound. Cardinals leading by 8. Lee with the steal. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Oubre, good.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
Here's Freak. No good off the front iron. Kansas trails by 6. Oubre with it. Wide on. Oubre passes to Gaines. It's rebounded by Louisville.
And that's letting the defense off the hook. No excuse for blowing that layup.
That's good. And 11 points for Freak.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Freak in at shooting guard. Thomas is out there with Harrell. Then it's White, and it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Louisville.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Hughes against Calderon, but they recover it. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
No hesitation at all right there. Just right up against a much bigger defender.
Man, and I love that fearlessness, that aggressive attitude. Boy, I love watching guys play with that kind of abandon and freedom, Greg. It's a beautiful thing, man.
And it's Duncan penetrating Terry. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist. Now just a 4-point Louisville lead.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And Freak throws it down.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
It's this simple, guys. No rebounds, no rings. We need to dominate the glass. Biggs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
.144 left in the second half. Shots good by Jenkins. Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Louisville leading by 4. Here's Freak. Peyton dishes to Freak. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special. And he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
Calderon kicks to Jenkins. That's tipped. There's a minute left in the second half of basketball. Pass to Sanders.